Hey, welcome back to Muscle Smart. Today, we'll be talking about how to exercise your triceps. Before starting a tricep workout, I like to do about 15 push-ups. Similar to our bicep video, I'll be showing you both cable exercises as well as free weight exercises to work your tricep. The first cable exercise I like to do is with this double-ended rope and the pulley set to the highest setting. Now what you do is grab the rope with the bottoms of your fists against the bottoms of the rope. You stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Stick your butt out a little bit. Put your elbows kind of tucked in, and this is going to be kind of like the biceps where you keep your elbows as a pivot or a hinge. You're going to try and keep them in roughly the same spot. You're not going to be like coming way back like this, hopefully. Just, and you come down and squeeze at the bottom. You're really going to need to squeeze at the bottom in order to build the muscle as much as you possibly can. There's other variations you can do with this attachment. You've got this part of your tricep here, and then you've got the back part. Okay. Now you're going to work them differently depending on how you hold your hands. When you're doing your tricep extension and you press straight down, that's working out this back side of your tricep more. If you're going to come down and flare your hands out at the bottom and squeeze out like this, you can see that works this out a little bit more. Next, we're going to do overhead cable extensions. Okay? What I like to do with this one is put the pulley right about between hip and knee height. Then what you want to do is grasp the rope like this, with your left hand above your right hand. You're going to pull it up over your head. Now you want to make sure you're not using too much weight for this, because triceps, you can really hurt your tendons in your elbows if you're doing too much weight. So just do a weight you're comfortable with. We're coming down as far as possible in the back and squeezing up at the top. Down to the back, squeeze at the top. This exercise is primarily with this back part of your arm. You don't always have to start from this side, but if you're facing the other way, you can put your right hand on top and left hand on the bottom. Come on. Something else to keep in mind is make sure that each end of the handle is the same length. Most of the time the rope is already kind of worn out, so it stays right in the middle. But if you're using a new rope, you want to make sure you're not like this. Otherwise you'll start working one arm more than the other. Now here's a front view of what these overhead extensions look like. You're keeping your elbows in close to your head, coming up, squeezing, down all the way, up, and down. You don't want your elbows out here like this. You're not going like this. That's not going to be as effective on the muscle. And it's also not good for your elbow joints to be far out from the body like that. Next, I'll show you one-arm cable extensions. So, what you'll need is the single handle attachment. Put the pulley on the highest setting. Oftentimes, this little part is too long, so you want to be up as high as you possibly can, so see, this handle's down too low. So what I'm going to do is just put it on the actual loop instead of on the ring. Okay. Keep your elbow in the same position, like so. I'll show you the other side. Elbow in the same position. Squeeze if you can at the bottom. simple. That's the underhanded grip. I feel like that works out the back part really well. You can also do the overhanded grip, which is palm facing down. I'll show you that one. Same thing, keep your elbow in the same position, squeeze at the bottom, let it come up all the way to the top. Even though it's coming all the way to the top, there's still tension on the tricep. Squeeze. Okay, I'll show you the other side. Okay, one more. Always push for one last rep. Okay, next I'll show you kind of a strange exercise that I saw someone do at the gym. He was super muscular, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I think it's pretty effective. So what you do is take the attachments off the machine, so you're just left with this little ball. And then you can hold the ball right here at the bottom of your fist. Okay? And as you can see, I don't have much weight on here. I think I've got it set at 7.5 pounds. So this is kind of a lightweight exercise. And you're going to turn so your shoulder is sort of underneath the pulley there. You can cross your body and squeeze, and see how I turn my wrist down at the bottom, not up like this. Turn it down. Now I'll do the other side. That's it for now on the cables. Let's move on to some free weights.